What is up, my darlings and dudes? It is Taylor, and thank you for jumping on today to watch this video with me because I have something that I know you are going to love. So with that, I know you guys are always looking for more information about getting rid of debt, making money, investing your money, and honestly, all things money, and I love it. I'm here for it. So my video today is for you. It is going to be 3 of the quickest ways to eliminate debt. My name is Taylor, and thank you for jumping on my YouTube video today. If you have not seen my videos before or heard of me, I encourage you to follow me on social media to check out my other pages and other forms of content because I'm always coming out with new information about money, mindset, sales, investing, and a lot of other really great and useful things. So with that, like I said, I'm here to share with you 3 of the quickest ways to eliminate debt. And to start off, I'm going to share with you why it's important that we eliminate debt. I am very passionate about this subject because I personally have suffered through being in a lot of credit card debt as a young person. In my early 20s, I had $39,000, almost $40,000 worth of credit card debt, and I didn't even know what I was doing. So I'm here to share with you so that I can help you get released from those chains and to be able to build financial stability in your own life. So if you like the sound of that, please consider subscribing to my channel. Please like the video, comment down below what your favorite tip is, and let's dive right into the video. All right, the first way to eliminate debt is to use and get rid of your highest interest first. This is a method that you can use to eliminate the highest interest level credit card debt or any sort of debt that you have. And the reason that that would be a strategy is because you are able to get rid of the most expensive debt first. So if you have a higher interest rate, you are paying more into that debtor to basically service that debt. So you have a list of your debts, and basically what you're going to do is list them from highest interest to lowest interest. Another way to look at this is, why would you pay off your free money first? If you have a credit card that's maybe, you used it to buy furniture with maybe, and you had a 0% APR for 24 months type of deal, why would you pay off your free money first? Logically, that just does not make sense. So what you will do with this is pay off your most expensive, because it's honestly sucking more of your power, more of your money power away by keeping it in that specific credit card. So if you have a credit card that has $5,000 of debt with 5% APR or $2,500 worth of debt with a 25% APR, you need to get rid of that 25% APR faster because it's costing you more money in the long term. And since you're eliminating debt because you want to pull yourself out from being under debt, you want to do that in the most smart, feasible way possible. So that is one of the ways that you can start to eliminate debt. A lot of these different ways that you've probably heard of, these different strategies, they're named different things. So you might have heard of the snowball, you might have heard of the avalanche, whatever terminology you might hear, these are those examples. So the highest interest first, pay those highest interest amounts down fastest to save money quicker on that interest. The next way, the second way, is to pay off your smallest balance first. So the mindset behind this is to pay off your smallest debts first so that you can then use those dollars to pay towards your next highest debt and the next highest debt and the next highest debt. And that would be considered like the snowball method, which is a very highly used plan. So essentially what you're gonna look at is, okay, you have $1,000 on a credit card that costs you $35 a month as a monthly payment amount. What you're going to do is pay that off the fastest, the quickest. You're going to put all extra money there as quick as possible, and you're going to use those dollars to pay that off. And then after you're done with that, you're going to take that $35 a month that you were paying to that smallest debt and now pay it off to the next largest debt, in addition to the previous monthly payments you've already been paying on that one. And then the third highest, you're going to take the first 2, the regular monthly payments that you've been taking towards those payments, and putting it towards the third and the fourth and the fifth, and then all of a sudden you start to crack down on those balances a lot faster because you were able to plow through a bunch of those different debts and get rid of them sooner rather than later. All right, the third quickest way to eliminate debt is actually my personal favorite. And it honestly has a lot more to do with your personal feelings about money. And oftentimes we have a lot of limiting beliefs around money, right? Like money is evil, money is bad. It's very difficult for me to make money. I have to work really, really hard to make money. And honestly, those feelings are as true as you make them be. So with that, my third list and my personal favorite is to pay off the biggest mental weight first. So if you have a few credit cards, let's just say credit cards, those are the easiest examples to have. If you have debt on all of those cards, maybe on one of them you have a department store card. It might not be the highest debt, it might not be the highest interest, it might not be the smallest, whatever, but it has a mental weight around it because maybe you used all of the money in that, you went to the store and maxed it out 100% with a bunch of things you don't need. And now you feel guilty about spending that money that you didn't have. So in my mind, that has higher weight to me than any of the other methods that I just mentioned. So for you, it might be something totally different. It might be that your vehicle is one of the biggest mental weights that you have. So you put all of your energy, your extra money towards paying that debt off first to break the chains and the mental weight of having that debt be in your life. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Everybody has something that they don't absolutely love about themselves or about that debt or about whatever it is that is causing them to not want to do better and not want to do more. And honestly, this is a great way to start just getting through that. And like I said before, with the weight, right? The emotional weight that we carry around with us on a daily basis has a lot to do with money. And if there's something that you feel like you shouldn't have, or maybe you had a lot of debt from a previous relationship and now you feel like you have to pay off all that in order to start again. Well, this is your permission to go ahead and do that, to just put all of your energy and efforts into that one thing. And of course, during that time, you're still going to pay off the other debts just on schedule like usual, but you're going to use the minimum payments on each of the other debts that you currently have. So I am not here to tell you that you need to be 100% debt free and pay with everything with cash and don't enjoy avocado on your toast, don't get your latte, whatever. Like, I see that there's weight and value in that, but I'm not here to say that that is how you should live your life. I truly believe that debt is to be used as a tool and to be used as leverage. However, there's a lot of things around this, right? We hear it a lot on the internet. We hear it a lot about how you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But what you should do is focus on what matters to you. So if you want to be debt free, do it. If you don't want to spend money on extra things like avocado or lattes, don't do it. But if you do want to enjoy that, then figure out a way with the rest of your money to make it work within your budget. So that's the way that I personally feel about it. And like I said, debt is a tool for us. We use it to leverage, to be able to accumulate other assets that are cash flowing. And notice what I just said there. I'm not using that debt leverage to leverage and buy things. I'm not not getting it to buy clothes or to buy, shoes or whatever, anything else. I'm using debt leveraging to leverage to get more of the good assets. And that is a really big distinguishing factor that a lot of people fail to realize. And especially with the average-minded people versus the very wealthy and very successful people, is that they see the abundance that's available in debt leveraging in a good way. All right, those are my 3 quickest ways to eliminate debt. And during that whole time, you might have been thinking, well, Taylor, that sounds great, but how do I do that? How do I get started? So here's how you actually get started on getting out of debt, whether it's credit card debt or vehicle debt, or you want to pay off your mortgage. Literally, whatever it is, this is how you do it. You need to stop spending and you need to stop digging a hole.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
Period. That's what you need to do. You need to stop doing that. That is your first step towards achieving that freedom. The next step that you need to do is to create a plan. And when I say create a plan, I mean a plan, okay? I want you to know every number like the back of your hand. I want you to know your income, your bills, your savings, your every single dollar coming in and out of your life, I need you to track that. And if you don't track it and you don't know, then how will you ever know how much you can put towards that debt? How will you ever know how to get out of debt if you can't see the trends that you currently go through? So number 2 is a really big step for a lot of people, because we often think, oh, I check my accounts on my phone, I check the balances online with my bank accounts and my different credit card statements and stuff like that. But that's just a snapshot of your true financial health. And so when you're able to actually do a full personal finance statement, if you're able to fully track your personal finances, that's when you'll really start to see exactly what is happening with your money. It might also lead you into seeing the clues of how and why you got into those bad debts in the first place. So we need to create a plan. All right, the third thing that you should do, that you need to do in order to get out of debt and to get out of debt as quick as possible, is to somehow, some way to increase your income so that you can increase your payments to pay off those debts. Now, it sounds like easier said than done, right? But it really is. Some ways that you can start increasing your income is to ask for a raise, to start a side hustle, to start offering a service online, to sell a digital product, to start selling your old furniture on Facebook Marketplace, to sell your old clothes on Poshmark. Like, there is umpteen million ways that you can start increasing your income starting right now. And if you do not think that's possible for you, then your mindset is actually the issue here. So, but anyways, okay, so those are my 3 ways to start. And also, again, like I said, the 3 quickest ways to eliminate that debt is the highest interest first, the smallest balance first, and then the biggest mental weight first. So with that, thank you for joining my video. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next video very soon.